Hello everybody, this month we want to try something new and do a live reading for the month of October. And I will use my favorite simple traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. The month of October astrologically is interesting. We begin on the 30th of September and 1st of October with the new moon in Libra, and we're also going through a period where Jupiter is transiting through Libra, and this generally pushes the aspects of pushes the our need for balancing the opposite forces within each one of us and growing from the learning that we've had through this past year and this summer, and the awareness we've got, and really move through some more practical stage of embodying those values and those qualities we've been meditating about. So I will take 3 cards, one for the beginning, the first 10 days of the month roughly, and then as a card for the second decade of the month. This one's called, and a card for the last part of October, the last 10 days. And I will flip them around just to get an overall idea. Go over reverse. I don't normally read them as reverse. The first card is actually quite interesting. We have also a previous blog post on this one card specifically, which we drew before. It's the 2 of Swords, and the tarot Rider-Waite deck. It depicts a woman with 2 swords sitting with the sea at the back, like on a shore. It's got a sea of emotion behind her, and the moon in the sky. The 2 swords symbolize a choice she has to make, and again we have this theme of the balancing forces, very appropriate with the new moon in Libra at the beginning of the month. So this theme will accompany us to having to really choose what's right and what's wrong, what's good for us and what's bullshit coming from outside, and where our heart really is. The second part of the month, we have the most transformative card in the deck, the card of Death, which is not to be seen as scary. Don't freak out if you see the word death. This simply indicates that some part of us needs to die. Typically it's our ego, our attachments, the things we cling to, but they are not really enriching us, that need to die so that we can transform and become better persons. And as you see, the Knight of Death is going towards this figure, some holy figure, so into the realm of light from the darkness. It's a card that speaks of transformation. Doesn't mean necessarily that anybody's gonna die. It just means that from death of ideas, of projects, of things, also new always comes up, and when we free up even just clutter from our world and from our environment, we make up space for new things to come in. And in the central part of the month, we also have a full moon on the 15th, and it's a moon in Aries. So it's actually a super moon, some call it. It's one of the more powerful full moons in this year, and therefore the drive of Aries and this death card really go together with using that fire positively to transform ourselves and to get rid of what doesn't serve us and
Or to let go of things that don't serve you.
yes. And for the end of the month, we have the Seventh of Swords, where we see this guy running away with the swords. Seems like he's sneaking them away. This is like Loki in the Norwegian, in the North Celtic, the Viking tradition. Is the master of cunning. Is running away from the how do you call it? The barracks of the soldiers are, and he's sneaking away with some weapons. He's decided this war is not for him, and maybe he's moving to something better. At the end of this month, there's another astrological interesting thing happening, because we have this beginning of the month with the new moon in Libra, and then at the end of the month we have another new moon in Libra on the 30th of October. So it's actually the whole month has this theme of renewal and adjusting plans and not being afraid of letting go some things to embrace some new better things and seizing opportunities as they arrive, but always keeping that heart, that judgment of not just following blind desires, but what really makes more sense, even if rationally, or for what other people tell you and what the standard way of doing things might sound, that what you feel is crazy, but you have to really feel deep within what is it you want and follow that, because that's your life to live, not anybody else's life. We hope this was useful, and there's also a write-up version that you can read of this if you are more the reading type, but some people told us we would like to see more videos and more to see our faces. So see you later.
See you later.